Hi, everybody. I've been trying to figure out what to do practically with the content. I'd really like it to be someplace accessible and where transcripts can appear alongside videos, and I could also offer some extra stuff. Uh, Coffee is a great model, but it doesn't really offer the practical stuff that's nice to have, such as an app or embedded audio play and a lot of things that I think would be neat. So I am probably rebooting Patreon, but I'm revamping a lot of stuff and new names and everything as well. So that will be coming to you soon at a surprising hour. Keep your eyes peeled for that. Unless 2025 is kicking you so hard that you're elsewhere distracted. So thank you for being here with me, guys. I'm looking forward to be able to kind of offer something that's perhaps a bit more concerted and put together in the future. But I would also like to gradually work myself out of the YouTube ecosystem and then kind of these similar major platforms. I'd like to see a more decentralized world in general, and that especially also goes for the internet. But I do think Patreon probably offers a lot of the stuff I actually need, though they do take a percentage, which I don't care much for. I think a flat rate would be more reasonable. But that being said, you can look out for that. So I'll kind of keep up the saga over there with a chapter a week, um, and there'll also be other stuff and extras, and then I'll kind of put that together eventually into some ebooks I plan, and those will be for sale. But that's all in sort of a near future. And so is the month of February 2025. Without having to comment too much on the recent events, then I'll just remind you that I think I did do a channeling of Eris in fall of 2021, where I predicted that the USA would come apart before the year 2028, I believe. Um, so it looks like the Oracle might be able to tell you, I told you so, and that's what really matters. But of course, remember, as it says somewhere in an ancient Chinese book, that the empire long divided must unite, and long united must divide. So everything, of course, waxes and wanes under the moon, and I hope you are safe and okay out there. So with that, I'll wish you a very lovely month of February, and let's pass the baton to our friend Oumblam and the rest of the Arcturian Council in the ninth dimension. Much love, guys. Embalmed in wisdom. This is the title that we have chosen for the transmission that we give you this day. Hello, friends. I am your friend Oumblam, speaking to you on behalf of all Council of the Ninth Dimensional Arcturian Council, coming to you from the ethers, from the higher layers of awareness, and transmitting this loving knowledge and deep joy for what you are this day and all days. Thank you for being here with us. Embalmed in wisdom, I said. Yes, indeed, embalmed in wisdom. What does this mean? Let us look at it. Wisdom. What is it to be wise, friends? Well, wisdom is perhaps something which encompasses discernment, rectitude, righteousness, that is, proper behavior and judgment, with such values also as compassion, humility, and curiosity, that is, willingness to learn and understand. These are all things that you can connect to wisdom, but it is rather than a set of virtues we can list. It is an awareness of your heart, and it is an alignment of your being. So in wisdom, there is a propriety in everything, meaning that you understand where the proper placement and reading of everything is with your placement within the wider whole. So you understand when something is perhaps too much and need to be scaled back, and you understand that the lessons which comes from you scaling back are also a part of reality. So if you find yourself retreating or acting like one of those delightful shell creatures you call turtles or tortoises, and retracting your head and shielding and sheltering yourself for a while in these times, then consider where the proper placement of your shield is. Where does your barrier lie? Because this is also a question of propriety, and this has to do with the alignment of your heart and the alignment of your being and the alignment of your mind. But when we use the term embalmed, what I would like you to see there is that you are surrounded. It is a liquid. It is an intelligence, but it is responsive in a way which interacts and adapts with your being and with your personal figure. So this is something which encases you. And you will notice that this resonance grows not only in accord with the dissonance you might be experiencing from outside sources or outside pressures, but it is actually growing stronger. So you will find that the beacon which you are becoming in your energy is very much a sprouting and overflowing, a luminous being. It's something which in its coming to terms with itself, seeing itself, also becomes wider, greater, more expansive. So this is what I am attempting to relate to you in words this day. It is this understanding that what is awakening within you, awakening, what is arising at this very present moment, waking up to its being, is a type of luminosity. It's a vital process. It's a type of overflow. And this overflow is sacred wisdom. It's Holy Spirit. It is light. This is what is offering itself to the world through you. And this is what you then must come to terms with sheltering, protecting. So notice that in the embalmment, there is a process of being submerged, restored, healed, renewed within this. But there is also this cocooning, this protecting, this sheltering. So what you must learn, we are addressing each and every one of you, what you must learn is to carve up your light and turn it into living gemstones, to radiance which you can pass on in a proper dosage, with proper discernment for where it needs to go. And this is what you are facing. You are beginning to come in to a curvature of time, and this means that time is recapturing itself. What this means is that no one will be able to escape your past. It goes on a collective and it goes on an individual level. And it means that everything that hasn't been dealt with is amplifying itself. It's growing in ways which have to be acknowledged and processed and seen. And the only other alternative to that is self-destruction, is self-immolation. And you know this from your own system, that those things which are not transformed from anger to grief, then to sorrow, to mercy, and to compassion, well, those things, they wound up destroying you. And so you will find that everything in your past is coming up to be reincorporated into your future. And your future, human beings, your future, it looks a lot more like the surface of a saucer than it seems like the trajectory of an arrow. And so understand that this plated curvature, this is a deep dimensional resonance chamber which is opening. And you must pass from personal memory into collective memory and possibly galactic memory in order to become connected to this dimensional microphone, transmitter, radio, receiver, soul, saucer of resonant magic. And so what we encourage all of you to do in this month on the practical level is to be magical, cast your spells, set your intentions, know your limits, know where your shell is and where your head pokes out, speaking true words. Know where to cast your pearls and where to keep them safeguarded, shielded and sheltered. This is the wisdom which is descending, which surrounds you, which embalms you. And with an interdimensional, intergalactic, interstellar, and intertemporal hug, with all our love, with all our appreciation, participation, and joy in what you are, we, the ninth dimensional Arcturian Council, as well as all your galactic brethren, we greet you and we wish you a very happy month of your time, February 2025. In love, friends, be blessed. Farewell. Much love, guys.